Live chat is doing. My hair's all messed up. Just get my phone out. I'm gonna expect the people to come around here on the 10-minute mark. Maybe before then, maybe after. We got a fever. Sweet. Uh, don't have one for Instagram on here. It's been good. Um, been actually slow. The weather's been sucky. The last past 3 to 4 days has been above freezing. So the top layer of ice has been melting. So it hasn't been totally safe to go out. We just had to wait for another week. Maybe this Saturday on the 17th, it should be all good. Should be below freezing for the whole week. So that top layer of ice should be completely frozen. So this Saturday, maybe we get to go out one last time. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's been hard, especially with not using tip ups lately. We have to get some live bait, but some of the lakes around here has been just completely thawed. Some has ice on them, but some of them has the ice around the shoreline has been thin enough that you can literally step through the ice. That's how warm it's been. But the middle of the lake has been solid, so it's kind of weird. But like the last day, we had rain and it's frozen, and my backyard's got up literally. There was a little bit of a pond, like a big, huge puddle, and it's completely frozen. You can like skate on it or something, and it's like an inch thick. So I'm like, that's a good sign. It's staying below freezing even during the morning, but we gotta have that at least 3 to 4 days below freezing. So I'm hoping when we go out to Mallard on Saturday and go out get some northerns and muskie, get some tip ups out, we catch something a little bit better. The other place we went it was Hidden Lake, and it was just slow and just a little bit of bites and small fish. And we using pretty good sized lures for like trout and crappie. It was like little tiny bluegill just biting. It's kind of weird. So hopefully more people join us. We get a little bit more viewers. If you haven't followed me yet, subscribe to my channel. Follow my social media. It should be on my channel. If you click on my channel, it should be up there. Instagram should be up on there. I post up on Instagram almost every time I'm doing a live stream. So I've been doing it every time. And I've been posting on Twitter too. So it's just been right now. It's been hard. I've been just worrying about going to school and stuff, or everything with college and trying to get all my quizzes done. But on the weekends, I'm totally free. I've been, I got my license, so been driving around looking at Dick's Sporting Goods, see what they have on sale for ice fishing stuff. They don't have much by my house. Trying to get enough. Yeah, yeah. I almost been thinking of going to get actually a fly, literally like a fly at Dick's. They sell these little mini flies, and I've been using little like jigs, little like jigs, and I'll show you. I got a little bit. No, for ice fishing, I don't use much, but if it's something like huge, like a northern or a walleye, I'll get a little mini spoon like this and just jig in front of the fish with the minnow on there. But the last time I've been using it, this is what I've done: is I took a little mini mic and this little like fry imitation on chartreuse color. The water's not that dirty, but it's on the borderline of dirty. And this is probably drop it down. It's got about 3 feet of visibility, which is not bad. But a white and purple skirt hair jig should be probably better. So I went to Dick's and I said, no, this is a little bit bigger, but they got a fly that's half the size of the body. To put a little, weight on there, about a foot up the line, and then just jig that around and just leave that dead sticking and just let the wake of the water or something just moving it around, and that'll be good. And the fish we were catching, I wasn't able to felt them on my rod. It was just those little ones, and you get those small little flies with little hair jigs, and you can get them from trout, but they go for panfish too. But Dick's gonna have them. They got only the big ones, but we need the small little ones for like finesse type ice fishing, which is where because ice fishing is all like finesse. I mean, I've been moving my rod a lot, so I don't know if that's the problem, but I did stick it a couple of times, put a little bit of a gulp power bait chunk on there, a little chunk of uh Berkeley power bait, and then leaving on my other rod and just having it sit up there in about 10 feet of water and just a foot up off the bottom and just for at least 5 minutes with the fish were active and nothing seems to bite it. And that was just me just leaving it on the ice. I think they prefer me jigging, and then when they come up, you can see them biting on my sonar, and nothing really happens. It's just you don't feel nothing. The only time that I did saw a fish bite, my brother's rod actually went almost down to the ice in the hole, and the fish grabbed it, but it was on a dead still. It was dead still. Yeah, I went to That's the problem. I like Cabela's, but the Cabela's I live around Chicago. So I got a Cabela's that's north on 90, and that's a little bit of ways. And I got my college is west of where I live, and that's probably like 20-minute drive. But on the way there, there's this sporting ghost that's on my way there. It's on the same road. I just gotta pull off, and it's like right there, like it's literally like 3 towns over. I mean, and then from there, my college is literally like 1 town over. It's like the next town. So it's literally right there. So that's why I check Dick's sometimes if they have stuff on sale. They don't have a lot of ice fishing stuff with that Dick's location, but the one north there has a lot more better variety and a lot more selection of ice fishing stuff. The one that I went to was still in the phases of transferring the stuff on over, getting ready for spring and stuff. I'm like, what whatever the manager of the store wants to do. I mean, if they get a call saying we need to put this ice fishing stuff that you got and send it up north, they will do it. And that what happened last time. They had a good selection one time of nice jigs and hooks and a little hook kit. I mean, you can get those little hook kits. So you got those weights and stuff, or you tip ups. And we went there last time, and we like, what happened to all the ice fishing stuff? You only got ice fishing rods. And only had like 3 rods left. They said we talked to one of the guys who work at the fishy section and the honey section, and they say, yeah, we had to ship all this stuff up north to Minnesota. And I'm like, why? He's like, well, there ice fishing up there's better. I'm like, this was with the time when we had at least about 8, 9 inches of ice down there. I'm like, well, we got ice down here. There's a lot of ice fishermen down here. I mean, like, why you go up to Minnesota's got more bigger stores, got more selections to buy it up there. I'm like, it's complete bullshit kind of. But Bass Pro, I went down to Bass Pro and found a couple of hair jigs. I also go on Tupperware Warehouse. I go on the websites. I look all over the place, see the on sale. Yeah, and sadly, if we get a lot more, I mean, I like ice fishing for the fun of it. Well, there is times that I do like to compete for it, and there is a tournament that in the county that they do every year, and you get a fee. It's like a $40 interest fee. You go on the ice, and it's like a 4 hour tournament on the ice. You come back, you get like for the biggest walleye, the biggest northern, the biggest bass. You get the first place gets maybe a new ice auger. Second place might get new ice fishing rod. Third place might get a lure kit or something. Like, and then for the biggest fish, you get paid. So like the biggest walleye is like $100. The biggest northern is like $200. So it's like that what I want to do. And my uncle did up in Wisconsin, caught a really big northern. And he got $50, but it was a small tournament. But you get those nice county tournaments that are like you get a couple, maybe 50 to 80 people doing it, and it's got a good sized lake. I'm like, it's perfect. People put the fees in. The county gives stuff away. They give you a new shanty. Sometimes you put a shanty out. It's like you get first place, you get a new auger and a shanty. I mean, some people go out, get second place, get new ice fishing rods from the county. You do stuff like that, which sadly, that's one way of getting new ice fishermen as well. It's like you got a tournament, just get the basic ice fishing rod with a little wax worm and go out there. And if you end up catching more fish than everyone else, and here you get second place, here's a nice auger, or here's a shanty. I mean, but sadly, yeah, it's been not as huge. I mean, there's a lot of times where people go out and like, okay, it's winter time, and you get all those people live up north that move south for the winter, kind of like with geese and stuff and ducks. I don't know. I mean, with geese, I don't know much about ducks, but migrate down like birds and just go down south to Florida or Texas or something and just do regular open water fishing. It's crazy, but up north there's Minnesota and then northern Wisconsin. That's probably the two biggest states that I know there's a lot of ice fishing is Minnesota and northern Wisconsin. It's beautiful time of the year for ice fishing. I wonder, it's nice. You know, uh, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's like that. I mean, with any kind of fishing, tournaments really brings a lot of more people in. Even watching them on TV, so it's like you get kids going to the FLW tournament or you go to the Bassmaster Classic. They're bringing people in. They're bringing future fishermen in. You get those kids go to Bass Pro, and Bass Pro's got a little the Christmas shops or something like, oh, hey, we got stuff on sale. I'm like, oh, here's your starter kit. Or you get like guys go out to Bass Pro's like, we're doing a big sale. I was like, you for like youth fishermen, you get a nice little fishing rod, I say, or something. Or it's like, here's a nice starter kit. They do that. And like sometimes you go win prizes. So like at tournaments, they might do, especially like FOW tournaments or Bassmaster Classic, if they have a booth on the side saying, we're doing a giveaway, you enter a raffle, here's a new fishing rod. I mean, but they're a good way of bringing new fishermen in. I've never been to a tournament, but just by going on YouTube, literally watching other people fish, got me more turned on. And actually going out there physically trying the new things got me more turn on. It's made my mind open up to a whole new fishing. I mean, I thought there's only one type of way of fishing, and now there's a bunch of different types of way of fishing. I mean, with ice fishing last year, I was like still focused with the jigging rod and wax worm. Now there's different types of lures you can use for ice fishing. There's spoons. There's little um jigging wraps kind of thing. There's a little bit of um little hair jigs you can use. There's a little bit more. There's different kind of ice fishing rods as well. So you got a more ultralight kind of standard ice fishing rod, or you got a medium light kind of rod for jigging. And you got tip ups. You got different kinds of tip ups, and then you got your augers. You got your electric and gas. So you got Garmin, you can go get a Garmin fish finder for ice fishing now, which is huge now because you can actually see the fish bite. I mean, it's opened a whole new world of fishing for ice fishing, new technology, and that's what we got to do with ice fishing. Still treat it like regular fishing is. Got to come up with better ways, better lures, and we got to get more people involved with it. Because more people involved with it, then the better and open the community will get. It's been crazy. Sally has been. I have not been seeing a lot of people on the ice this year. Just due to the fact with the weather. I mean, the weather's got everything. I mean, you go up north and you get a lot of people going up north go fishing because you know why? Up there is huge. Ice fishing up in Minnesota and in Canada is huge during the winter. It's just attracts a lot more ice fishermen up there. Yeah, I mean, what was it last year? Lake Erie was completely frozen or 98% frozen or something. It was so much it was so big that literally people are going out there and going ice fishing on the islands in Lake Erie. I mean, you can literally last year go out. I don't know, Lake Erie's not completely frozen now, but last year was a big winter and it was frozen. And Lake Erie had a bunch of people coming to Lake Erie because the islands were completely frozen. Up in Lake Superior last year, the Mackinac Islands were completely frozen, so you can literally walk out to Mackinac Island. Not Mackinac, the ones by Duluth Harbor. There's the native little islands up. Go the Aleutian Islands. Yeah, those were completely frozen, so you can walk up on there and you can fish from them, and you get a lot of people like, I want to go fish Sturgeon Bay or I want to go fish Lake Michigan. Well, yeah, you can go fish Lake Michigan, but you got to make sure you got safe ice. But you know what? The easiest thing is when we get a lot of ice and there's lakes that are foot or 2 foot or 3 foot thick of ice, and you can literally drive your vehicle on there. That's probably the better time to introduce new to kids and new ice fishermen. Like here, this is what you can do. Like up in Canada, you can do it, but there's places up in Wisconsin, Canada, Minnesota, you can rent ice, like literally like hotels on ice. You can rent Baku's homemade ice shanty and stuff. Hey, Mr. Captain Cat, welcome back. Yeah, it's been weird, and then Groundhog Day passed. He didn't show a shadow. It's gonna be show winter this year, and it's to me it's kind of a little bit upsetting. It's been one of those times of the year that I like going outside, but it's not been completely. You know, either my parents are working, friends are working, or we just been in school. But it's been one of those times where let's go on the weekend go ice fishing. Well, yeah, it's with the weather. It's just sort of winters, and you don't get that maximum ice you can get. Yeah, yeah. It's like up in northern Michigan, you get islands that if you get plenty of thickness of ice and it's been a really cold winter, you can fish around those islands or something. It's been or explore. Is this what ice fishing's all about? It's exploring new areas, new water, new just going out there. It's like you don't have to love ice fishing. You just have to love the ice. It's like you say to your kids, hey, we got this cool island, but sadly, we don't have a boat to go out. But in the winter, we can go out there and do the fishing or do a little bit of snowmobile, go to four wheeling during the winter, and because the ice is thick enough. Yeah, I love the ice. I mean, I love it too. I love as much. Um, I'll take a picture later on. Put on my Instagram. I'll put my Instagram down here and below in the chat. That's my Instagram. Follow me on there. We have a puddle of ice, literally of ice. It was water the other day, and now it's ice. It's just phenomenal. Um, how much difference today has been. They said Friday was the high of 40 or something, 40, 32. Now it's 27 degrees and it's ice in the back of the yard, frozen. And literally, I can walk on it. So, yeah, yeah, that's a good way. I mean, you don't have to just be ice fishing. It can be any type of fishing. You can be fishing in the ocean, open water fishing, ice fishing. You can do fly fishing. It's just the fact of no, the sport is huge now. It's getting bigger. There's a lot of YouTubers out there promoting ice fishing, fishing, all kinds of fishing. There's literally guys who literally on major lakes will take you out there, or you can rent boats and saying, okay, here's some spots I'll try out there and there on the lake, or saying, okay, this point's good. You might catch a lot of crappie, or over here you might catch a lot of bass. Or here what you use is this lure and it's phenomenal. But it's like every every person who introduce a kid or someone fishing, any type of fishing, I don't care if it's a bobber and a worm fishing, it's opening up the whole world to fishing. It's just getting that first adrenaline rush of catching a fish, that first feeling of holding a fish. It's that little spark in the head that's finally igniting the flame, and that flame that just keeps on glowing and going brighter and spreading, and that will keep kids' mind intact. And it's just majorly that. I mean, when I started out, I was 6. I didn't know what fishing was. It was boring to me, but once I started catching fish, it was fun. I mean, with kids, they like to be active. So if you can get them somewhere where the fishing is hot, and I don't care if it's a worm bobber or it's like crappie. If you know a good crappie spot or bluegill spot, and you can catch a bunch of bluegill or crappie, take them out there. As long as you catch something, like it doesn't matter what type of fish, but fishing in general. I mean, once you keep on repetitively catching fish, then they'll be more interested in it. But they're not catching fish, they'll be like, I want to do something else. It's like with me, with when I learned about archery and stuff and bows and arrows, and I was so fascinated about it. I was kind of bored with it, but once I started to know there's a competitive side to it, then my mind opened up. There's every little thing. It's like fishing. Um, there's skiing, there's skating, there's hiking, there's sports, there's football, any kind of sport. If someone can or someone teach someone every day about some type of sport, fishing, club, it would be phenomenal. I mean, I'm 100% all in for fishing. I mean, I am. I mean, there's a lot of jobs out there that fishermen are looking for someone. Sadly, there's a lot of commercial fishing's been taken over, but you get those families who go out there and fish for for a living and then depend on it. It's just ice fishing is exact same thing. If you every year you want to do a fish fry and on a Super Bowl or something on a football game, like my uncle does, he does ice fishing all winter, all year, and every year, and he goes out to his lake and he goes out to the nearby lake, whatever, river, and just goes fishing and fishing and catches so many fish and frees them over. He's got a box full of fish. Then when game time comes in the fall, he defrosts his fish, fries them up, and literally the cable guy bear batter, which is phenomenal and so good. Then football days on Sundays, instead of going to church, you eat fish, and that's why I like about fishing is fishing for the fish, feel good about catching the fish, and also awarding yourself by eating the fish for the day. Yes, that's true. But yeah, there's a lot, and there's so many ways. I mean, if you haven't, I mean, talking about fishing, I can go on about it, which I am. You go out to those fishing expos or muskie expos, and you look at the modern day of fishing, and you compare it to the past. I mean, back in the 30s or 20s and stuff. Those back then, your grandfather might have had an old fishing rod, saying, "What kind of thing is this?" You look at, a bait casting reel, a modern bait casting reel, saying, "Oh, that's so cool. It's high tech. It's so smooth. It's more slick. It's more smooth on the edges." Well, back then, you got those big spools that are just pretty much spools, and you got braided line or something, that you just tie to a mono leader, and you just got a big hook and a pretty much a spoon or hook and a worm, and you just catch it out there, and then the fish will bite it. But now it's been so competitive and more technical, and the technology of fishing is just been out there. So now you got bait casting reels that, hey, they catch better, feel smoother. Now you got the braking system. Now they're more competitive. Now you got whole different kinds of companies making bait casting reels and rods. There, the technology's out there. As when I went to back in 2017, went to a fishing expo with my grandfather, and then my not my uncle, but my cousin. That's my uncle's nephew. It was one of those things where it opened up the world to me. Now, fishing expos back in the 90s were big. My grandfather used to say back in the 90s, fishing was so much open, because back in the 90s, you got trolling motors, you got grass were coming out, you got um newer boats, you got fiberglass boats, which they've been around, but that at the time they're getting better. You got motors that are getting better, more powerful. Um, that literally back when everyone was doing it, it was like you can go get a handful of lures for like a pound of soft plastics for like maybe $2, $3. Now it's like you'd be lucky to find stuff like that. Now the fishing expos are smaller, but that's the thing. If you don't get a lot of people into fishing, then they're not going to be bigger. They're going to keep on being smaller. But when you go out to a fishing expos, and there's a guy who brings fishing, there's like I don't know who does it, but I don't think it's the state that does it, but this is a historical fishing area, and it shows you all the lures in the past. So like lures from the 40s and 50s and 60s and 70s, like really old, like old wooden lures that will be worth a lot of money these days. It's one of those things that you look at them like they used to bite that. Now you got lures that like look realistic. Now the fish adapt, but now it's more technological, so it's so phenomenal. If you stand on the high on the pot, yeah. So it's like one of those things where maybe just phenomenal, but to me, fishing's part of a career, not career, but it's a life. It's a life of freedom. It's stress relief. It's one of those days where you get off work and you box, been like, okay, prepare for the coming back after you're done with your weekend or after your vacation. You got this much work to do. It's like, okay, I'll come back, do a little fishing. I heard that relax. So if someone goes out fishing, it's much more better. Out on the boat in the middle of nowhere, no one's talking to you, no one's yelling at you. It's like with school, it's like a stress reliever for me. This personally helps me calm down and regain myself, and then when I come back to life, it's like, wow, it helps. And it's one of those things that anyone can try. But I'm gonna stop talking about and going out with fishing because I'm gonna take a break here. We can answer some more questions. We can get more people on the stream right now. It'd be awesome. I'm gonna end this around I don't know, maybe another 40 minutes. See how that goes. Um, but quick update. Since we got a couple of you guys here, since two people viewing right now, and Mr. Cat, he's been here a while. If we can spread the word around a little bit more, I am doing vlogs. That's number one priority. I've been using my phone. I put one up. I did another one. Didn't upload. My editing software, some reason, didn't want to, save it or something, or send it onto my computer. And one of those things that I'm using my phone for. If I use my GoPro, then I'm worrying about having someone stealing it or something from my car, actually my parents' car, and it's not my. I don't have a car yet, but I do have my license. But usually what I do is go for that vlog I did is what I did. I woke up, went somewhere, tell okay, kind of give you a little, you know, whatever. Like here's today's Tuesday and blah blah blah. I'm going out to college, got a class. You guys out there? Or I'm like, hey guys, going out to Dick's Sporting Goods, see what's up there, see what's at Dick's. Come back, nothing at Dick's, blah blah blah. So it's just something like on every day. And Flock's been around for a little while, so it's one of those things where I am trying to do. I'm not going to try to do them every day. I'm starting trying to get better at them, but it's one of those things like a vlog should a vlog should be only a 10 to 12-minute video for me, since I don't have a lot. If it's been more, but it's like one that 10 to 12-minute mark is pretty standard. But it's just giving you guys more of an update. Instead of just putting a video updates, it'll be vlogs. So that last vlog, it was pretty much what will be my daily routine. So you guys kind of get a sense of what I'm doing almost every day. And then if there's anything new, like we're going ice fishing, then I'll do a fishing day vlog. Whereas I will go out with my GoPro, then get my phone out, give you guys a couple minute updates so the beginning of the morning, the afternoon, and the evening kind of thing. It's just been all crazy for me. One of those things with vlogs are camera. It's very important to have a really good camera. I'm trying to get a better camera, but the thing is, I'm using my phone right now. It's been good, but the background, few iPhones. I, I don't get me wrong, iPhones are good, but there's that thing with vlogging. You need to have a good camera, which I can't afford to get a good camera. So I'm still in the beginner phase of being a YouTuber, that I'm not at that point of worry about getting a better equipment or anything like that. So I'm gonna try a couple more vlogs. Maybe this week. I'm gonna re-download this editing software called iMovie that I've been using. It actually helps me a lot by using it on my phone, but I just gotta keep in mind of my storage. I gotta clear some of my storage from my phone, and stuff like that. So if I can use, or let me know down below if you can download iMovie on a HP computer. If you can, let me know how. And if I can do it, then it'll be a lot easier, because then I can use my GoPro for vlogging, plug my SD card in, go through iMovie in that way. Because now I'm using something else. It's a cheaper editing software, but you can add clips onto it. But with iMovie, it's one of those things that I'm more comfortable with. And then when I found out about iMovie, it was phenomenal. So to me, and it was like one of those things where I can go on my phone, vlog, go on iMovie, open the app up, boom, edit it as I waiting for my picking up my brother from school, or in the parking lot of Dick's Sporting Goods, saying, okay, I'm gonna end my vlog here. Okay, this is what I do. I gotta take this clip, and this clip, attach it on, and make a day worth of a vlog. Good. Do a little editing. Okay, background sound. Okay, it's gonna come down. Blah blah blah. All that jazz. Another thing is, the second thing is, I am planning on getting more fishing gear. I've been looking at Dick's. I haven't looked in Tech Warehouse yet, but I'm looking for a nice spinner bait box. I'm looking for fishing line. because every year you should change out your fishing line. Um, Especially after that experience I had with my lipless crankbait breaking off in the middle of me casting, which completely sucked because it was a lipless crankbait, and it was a good crankbait because at the time I was catching fish on it, and it sucked. Unless something bite it off, but if something would have bite my line, I would have saw it. But it was like at the moment that when I cast it broke it off at the reel, and I noticed it and I felt it, and I saw it happen too. So it wasn't a fish biting me off. It was literally when I was casting, it snapped off. Because when I reel it in, it was no marks on the line. I checked my line, you know, often and stuff happens, and I have lures that I tie a leader to, and am not broke, and that was on me, and I'm still learning. And then with older lines, like I will use it for temporarily. So with ice fishing, I'm not too in a hurry. I'll get a new line. Sometimes I use older line for my tip ups, and then just make do with that. But when it comes to my bait casting reels, I have absolutely changed my line out. Speaking of line, I am manning up and putting thicker pound test on my flipping stick, which you might say 10-pound test is not bad, but I'm going up to 30-pound test at least. I think I had a 4 or 5 pounder on at one time, completely broke off, and this is what a 10-pound test. So I had a leader with a uni to uni now, and this was on last year. I broke off on a. It was on a bed, and the line completely broke. So my tucks away, my troll car flipping hook, my bead, and my crawl, and I was kind of upset. So it's been one hell of an experience for me. So I am gonna give you guys updates. Let me know what kind of fishing line you use, and I'll go through line and stuff. What kind of line is important, what line you should use, and there's all other videos you can find about fishing line. One of the classic things about fishing line that I like is you can use it any point in time during a fishing trip. So you got braiding line and you're fishing in thick, heavy cover. You can just use braiding line. Or if you go into a lake that's got absolutely no cover, you can get away with mono fluorocarbon line. It's just opens up a lot. Third thing, I am planning a one of these days a trip, and this is early a nice fishing trip down to hopefully my brother does join the Bass Fishers Club at my old high school. And hopefully, because I know the teacher who runs the club, and he's a very nice teacher. He's an incredible teacher. He does football. He's a football coach. He's a wrestling coach, but he knows a lot about fishing, and he's a real go getter. He is one of those teachers that you can just go up straight up, and he's totally friendly with you. And with my brother, since we got a bow and stuff, and since we done tournaments for the club, we have let them use our bow. So it's one of those things where he goes out and practice at a lake, which I want to go back down to because this is the saying hi to old teacher and old fishing coach was be great. So I'm planning on fishing trip down to Maple Lake. I don't know if it will be around the time if my brother does join the club, but it'll be one of those times where he's not going to be in the club. But I'm just going to go down back to Maple Lake because when I went down there, I heard a couple guys call 6 pounders, 4 to 6 pounders from there, and I might want to go out and rent a boat for a day down there and just fish the lake. And the lake's pretty deep, 20 feet max. So I'm looking at doing some crankbaiting, some flipping a little bit, tap water action. So I'm gonna get some new rods and reels. Not right away, but it's gonna be in the future. That I'm planning that for the future. That doesn't happen in the future. Something changed. The next live stream, I'll definitely tell you. Um, but then our fishing trip down to Blackwell, we usually do every year. We will definitely do. It's just a theme in the county. That's the only lake you can that has a boat launch. And literally, what I mean a boat launch is not a physical walk-in kayak kind of boat launch. It's got a boat launch where you can take a bass boat, launch it in and put it on a trailer and take it off the trailer. So down in Blackwell, they got a full out boat launch. So I'm planning to do that. Fourth thing, and this is the last thing. Um, I am looking for t-shirts. Any t-shirt design. I made one, thought it was okay. It was me trying something out new. If you saw it on T Inspiring or something, I got a link. I'll link it down below. I think I said it last time. I end up not doing it, and I'm sorry about that so much. But there's a couple of t-shirts designs I got in my head. I got one where there's a fish attached to another, and with the lures says Bass Boy Fishing on it, or just a bass on a shirt, literally saying Bass Boy Fishing on it, or there will be a shirt saying Bass Boy Fishing, but it'll be like a logo like this, not like this shirt, but it'll be like in a shape kind of pattern. But I'm still looking out, and then trying to look for cool t-shirts. I mean designs. If you got anything that you can think of, like anything that will be worth the amount of my time and the money of doing it and trying to produce it, then go ahead. And if you come up with anything, let me know down below, and I'll say okay, that sounds good, or I'll think about it. But if you got anything like any fishing tips, or not any tips, but any logo ideas or any website that hey, you can make a logo for free instead of paying for it. Because most of the website that I go on, it's like you got to pay to make your logo, which I'm not paying. Bottom line is, I don't have the money to pay. I'm not looking for a complete, whole like nice big logo, but I'm looking for a simple logo that I can put my own name on. Say I created it, this is mine. No one can use it. Type of logo. So instead of going on someone's website, they have a bunch of things, but I'm still trying to figure stuff out. Another thing is, I am. This is actually the fifth. The fifth thing is, this is going down quite a bit. My whole tackle is getting redone this year. And what I mean by redone is I'm going through it, and anything old and broken is tossing away. So if you guys got any suggestions how to keep your tackle clean, let me know down below. If anything else happens, I'll let you know. I am going to end the stream here. I got stuff to do. Thank you two for staying. I wish we had at least 8 more subscribers. That would have made me feel better, because last time we did this, we had about 5, 6 subscribers that were watching. I got a lot, but don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to check my other videos out. Comment below what you think, and I'll try to do daily vlogs, and or give you updates on Instagram. My Instagram's in the chat. Follow me. That's my Instagram and my Twitter. You follow me on there. Twitter, I'm not on there most of the time, but Instagram, definitely follow me on Instagram. If there's anything new that I come up with, it will be Instagram. Will be the first one I put something up on there. But yeah, I'm gonna end it there. And guys, stay tuned for more fishing. Next Saturday I'm gonna be going live again. If I don't go live, then I'm gonna probably go out and make a fishing video. But then I'll come back and go live. But yeah, thank you for the talk. Thank you for the stream, joining my stream. Thank you for your time. And yeah, don't forget to check out my channel. And I'll go on. If you follow my Instagram right now, I'll put the link on not on my Instagram, but I'll put the link down of the description of this stream once I end it down below. Or next video I put. I'm gonna do this. The next video I put up, I am going to put the t-shirt, the t-shirt in down in the description below. So I'll make a quick video like right now, and I'll upload it to YouTube, and I'll put it down in the description. And you click on that on the website, go straight up, and then let me know what you think about it. And then if the price of the shirt's too high, I'll drop it down by a couple of bucks. But yeah, thank you for joining with me, and then see you guys later. Don't forget, keep on fishing. Introduce someone new to fishing. Never give up. Stay fresh. Have an open mind when it comes to fishing. Don't get stressed out. Just relax. Think you plan over again. And I see you guys soon. See you Monday. Will be the next video I put out, either Monday or Tuesday, because those are the 2 days I would definitely plan on vlogging. So see you guys later, and boom.